Welcome to video 2 in my free series, Be the Queen of Your Household. In our last video, we talked about 4 simple habits that are gonna help you keep your house clean, even with kids. And so I hope that that has been really practical for you and you've already started implementing it. Today we're gonna talk about something else, kind of switching gears a little bit, and we're gonna talk about mom guilt. Because a lot of moms struggle, me included, with feeling guilty about the time that we spend with our kids sometimes. And so today I just have 2 really simple tips that I'm going to share with you. And they're ones that have worked for me and have worked for other moms as well. And so once you do these things, they're really going to make a huge difference in your life and in your kids' lives. So mom guilt. We all kind of struggle with this, where we feel like we love our kids so much and we want to spend time with them, but then we feel guilty that we're not spending time with them because, I mean, life happens, right? We have other responsibilities besides just being a mom. We have laundry to do, we have meals to make, we have errands to run, we have friends to meet, and so we feel like we need to be spending more time with our kids. But then when we do spend time with our kids, we feel guilty because maybe we're distracted by different things going on. Maybe they're kind of annoying at times, like they get on your nerves and they ask you a million questions, and so then you get grumpy with them or you get edgy and then you feel guilty for that. And so mom guilt is a real thing. I would almost say, I mean, I can't technically prove this, but I would say that almost 100% of moms deal with some sort of mom guilt, at least at some point, because none of us are perfect. So what do you do about it? Well, and I feel like even right now, especially with the pandemic that's going on, we're at home all day with our kids. And so it might feel like even more of a mom guilt because you're with them all day. You feel like maybe you need to entertain them all day, which number one is impossible to do. And then also maybe you just don't have the energy, the mental capacity, the emotional capacity that you wish you had with your kids. And so it's just harder to spend that amount of time with them. So that's why I'm going to share with you these 2 tips. Number 1, I want you to take a break. Okay? And I think sometimes we, like I said, we're with our kids all day long, and so it feels like we need to entertain our kids. And the truth is, you don't have to entertain your kids all day. It's actually a good thing for them to have time to themselves and for you to have time to yourself as well. So plan some times throughout your day where you're specifically taking a break just for you, just mom time, where you don't have to change any diapers. Well, I mean, if there's a diaper that needs to be changed, okay. But where you don't have to be entertaining your kids or meeting needs over and over and over again. So this might be in the mornings before your kids wake up. Then make sure that you're getting up before them. It could be during the day if you have like a special activity for kids to do, or during nap time, or maybe you have them go outside and play and you have some quiet time on the deck watching them. If you can't send them out by themselves, just some time where you have time to yourself so that you can recharge emotionally and spiritually and even physically. Even babies need time to themselves. I didn't realize this, and with my firstborn, I remember I thought I had to hold him all day long, or I was neglecting him and I was being a bad mom. But what I learned over time, and then with my second child, is that babies actually can get overstimulated and they actually do need time to themselves. And so it's a good thing to give a baby 10 or 15 minutes in a swing by themselves or in the playpen by themselves, somewhere where they can be safe, obviously, but you also can have a break. So think about a time during the day when you could specifically have a break, have a mom break to recharge emotionally and spiritually and physically. And then number 2 is to, instead of feeling guilty about the time that you're not spending with your kids, make the time that you do spend with your kids more intentional and a better quality. So by that, what I'm saying is, there are certain times of the day that you absolutely have to be with your kids, right? Maybe it is getting them ready in the morning. Maybe it's meal times. It could be before bedtime. It could be bath time. It's, specific times that your kids just need you and you are spending that time with them. So instead of just getting through them or rushing through them, slow down, make a connection with your kids, talk to them, laugh with them, make a joke, sing a song together. You know, I realized, again, with my firstborn, that like when I was changing him, I was just like focused on getting him changed and putting his clothes on. And I wasn't like making a connection with him. And then when I realized, okay, this is a time when I have to spend with my son, he can't get himself dressed, so I could make the most of this moment. And so instead of just getting his clothes on, I made sure that I looked at him and in the eye, and I talked to him, and I would count the buttons on his shirt, or I would talk about the colors of his shirt, or I might sing him a little song. And so it was just this little connection that I could make with him. And I remember the first time that I did that, when I was just being super intentional about this time with him, he would look at me in the eyes and he would laugh and smile. And I realized like I was missing out on all these little smiles with him and this connection with him because I was just getting through the task. I was just getting through the everyday moment. So it really was life-changing for me as a mom to make those little moments count each day. So those are my 2 tips for you to help you with the mom guilt. Number 1, take a break. You need a break. You're gonna be a better mom if you have time to yourself. And number 2, make those everyday moments more special. Make them count. When you have a break and when you're energized emotionally and spiritually and physically, then you are going to be able to make those moments count better. So they really play off of each other. So anyways, that is day 2 of our video series, Be the Queen of Your Household. I would love to hear, what is a time during the day when you are going to become more intentional about making a connection with your children? Leave me a comment below and let me know. In the third and final video, we are going to talk about how to create balance as a mom, because there's so much on our plates and it can feel overwhelming. And so I'm going to give you the just 2 tips that it takes for balancing all of it as a mom. You don't want to miss it, and I will see you in that last video.